Mm. Okay, I've just been reading the 50th Law. You fucking cocksucking motherfucking piece of shit. God damn it, stupid fucking computer. It's so slow. Honestly. And scene. I was reading 50 Cent and Robert Greene's The 50th Law. And I've just got to the part in the book where it's about turning shit into sugar. And he goes on about the difficulty he had after being released by Columbia Records after 50 being shot 9 times by a hired assassin. Quick side note, I actually can't believe they have hired assassins in the hood. That strikes me as fucking insane, considering half the niggas in the hood don't. Anyway, I digress. So yeah, and then he released a song called Fuck You. And he was literally turning his pain into a situation, into an opportunity to create something. And I've been trying and thinking, racking my brains all day, what I wanted to say to you guys in terms of what's been bothering me of late, and that is the fact that I'm becoming really, really unpopular. And the reason why I'm becoming unpopular is because of my brass, crude, offensive. Well, the humour is one thing, but it's another thing. The ideas and the thoughts and the words are actually coming out my mouth. It's pissing off a lot of people. I tend to talk about all kinds of horrible things I'm not even going to say on this video because I will probably turn you off from them, but probably the most disgusting things that you can think of I will probably say. Now, I've said before that in my personal life, like in my introverted private life, I actually I'm not a great fan of conflict. I'm not a great fan of violence, even though like a lot of my writing is about violence and it's about conflict and it's about oh shit, my battery's low, and it's about all these horrible, terrible things that happen, but they happen every day, and we choose to, you know, watch television about, you know, Z celebrities and you know, making new celebrities. This whole society of success and celebration of celebrity, whereas not many people read or watch the news because it's sad and depressing, whereas there's a huge, you know, there's a big percentage on the TV shows that they watch, you know, there are competitions and there's conflict, and you know, the people on those shows do go, you know, and the characters, they do go through a lot of sad and depressing things. So I'm scratching my head at this and I'm saying, okay, you're willing to watch somebody go through sadness and depression in a fictional sense. You're willing to watch that, you know, some slapper on some reality TV show have a, you know, a miscarriage, but you don't want to know about, starving kids, starving mothers in Africa who are having miscarriages because, their stomach cannot hold the weight of a child. There's something really fucked up about people's thinking, so to speak. I'll sing you a little song. It was 2001. I was training to be an actor at first, just solely on acting, and I was channel hopping, and I was watching Crime Watch, and I saw that there was a girl, I think a year or two younger than me. I think I was 19 and she was about 15, 16. Don't judge me. During those days I had this rule of, like, if I was 16 and if they were if they were 14. Anyway, so yeah, she was a really beautiful girl, and she was missing, and then they were saying on Crime Watch, right, she had been found brutally raped and murdered, and they were now looking for the culprit, and I was so angry and I was so disheartened by this, because as much as people think that I'm against women, you forget that I'm from a single parent family. Like I said before, I have several dads, but none of them had been full time in my life like my mother was. My fathers have always supported me in one way or another, and I've always respected that, but ultimately it's my mother that's always been there. And I, even though we've had disputes, I still love my mum, and anyway, so she died, she was murdered, and I was fucking angry. I was so angry and upset at this. I started writing a song with a rap in it, and it really upset me. I still think about her now. In my mind's eye, I still faintly remember what she looked like. Brunette, long hair, she had a school uniform on, she wore glasses, and she, in my eyes, was beautiful. And she's gone. She was murdered. And that saddened me. You have to understand that some of my writing and some of my creating of the work will be brutal, yes. But the lead singer of The Gallows said that no one gives a shit what you have to say unless you're shouting it. And I am a magnificent shouter. So I want my work to reflect how fucking A I am at shouting. There will be blood. There will be rape. There will be, questions of morality, faith, race, sexuality. There will be conflict. And there will be miscarriages. And there will be abortions. But these are places I feel that my work needs to go. We need to look at the society that we're creating, not just as artists. I'm on about the whole of mankind, because at the moment there's nothing kind about man. We're selfish. I mean, by human nature, yeah, sure. I mean, we're always after our own interests, but I'm extremely intrigued of the human condition. And as much as I try and pretend and, say all these offensive things, nigger, cunt, packy, faggot, Jew, abortion, miscarriage, eating placentas, there's still They're words, and words should never pierce the flesh. They should never, cause anyone such pain. They should just, we shouldn't be afraid of words. And don't, there are people that will try their best to make these words weapons in the in the lowest form, like racists and really bad sexist guys. But ultimately, we shouldn't be afraid of words trickling into our ears, and we shouldn't be afraid of words on paper unless they're written in a horror style. So yeah, that's my 2 cents. I wanted to do this live on YouTube, but my son of a bitching shitty... Actually, to be fair, this computer is a lot more reliable than the... Oh, what happened to the light? It's a lot more reliable than the old laptop that I have, but it needs more fucking RAM. I swear to God, I've never seen Botchamania 111. I actually haven't. But yeah, it's a nice little computer running Windows 8, but it needs more RAM. So yeah, be afraid of my words. No, because that's going to sound contradictory. Come and see my work if you dare. No. I was trying to think of something really clever to say and I can't think of it. Like, comment and subscribe, and as always, go fuck yourself. I will think of something. And I might put it in the description. I may get back to you. Non-offensive wink? Flirtatious? Go on then.